Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and now a power recapper of The Golden Bachelor. That's right. It's really happening. After 3 years of chatter and conversation about The Golden Bachelor, we're doing it. And by the way, Game of Roses came up with amazing artificial intelligence of different Bachelor alumni that we love. We see a Sean Lowe. I don't know who the top left is. Could someone tell me who that is? We've got Matt James on the top right and Tyler Cameron on the bottom left, and they didn't even have to alter here Nick Viall. I'm kidding. There they are. Just an idea of the type of silver fox we might get for this upcoming season of Golden Bachelor. Now, we discussed this yesterday on Bachelor Rush Hour, the hit podcast. Is it weird to call my own podcast the hit podcast? We're here. We're doing it. By the way, it's getting crazy numbers right now. Thank you all so much for being a part of that community. And on that podcast, it was, I shoot that after I make all my video content. So any news that comes out during the day, last minute, we come and get it. But they announced the Golden Bachelor literally right in the afternoon because ABC's buying all their shows, and it looks like it could be in a hit time slot. The Bachelor senior focused spinoff, The Golden Bachelor, picked up to series at ABC for fall premiere. ABC is finally giving senior men and women another shot at love. The network has officially announced a long-awaited new iteration of the Bachelor franchise, The Golden Bachelor. The spin-off series will premiere this fall on Monday nights following Dancing with the Stars. That's right, Dancing with the Stars is back too after being on Disney+. I'm a little bummed out. I liked it on Disney+. No commercials. It was a ton of fun that way, but it's going to be back to the terrestrial TV. So when everyone's worried about, is The Bachelor going to get canceled, ratings are going down, let this be a lesson that it is a cash cow. It is easy and cheap to produce. And here it is, folks, not just getting not canceled, but actually growing. The Golden Bachelor promises to showcase a whole new kind of love story. The series will follow one hopeless romantic who is given a second chance at love in the search for a partner with whom to share the sunset years of life. The women arriving at the mansion have a lifetime of experience living through love, loss, and laughter, hoping for a spark that ignites a future full of endless possibilities. In the end, will our golden man turn the page to start a new chapter with the woman of his dreams? First of all, I know this is going to be so heart-wrenching. They've spent years casting this, so they've probably really looked for somebody who has a love story to tell. My guess is, and I already feel like I'm going to get emotional when we watch it, there'll be somebody whose partner died and they had a long love story and now they've been alone, and maybe their kids will be a part of the show as they discuss what their dad's like. Of course, their kids are probably adult. We don't exactly know the age range yet. The Golden Bachelor has been in the works for several years, with ABC first floating the idea during season 24 of The Bachelor. A card shown during a commercial break directed seniors looking for love to the show's casting site. Since then, the same casting cards have appeared numerous times on screen during all current iterations of the franchise. Bachelor in Paradise is also set to return this fall for season 9, which will air for 2 hours on Tuesdays, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern. An exact premiere date has yet to be announced. The Bachelor has also been renewed for season 28, though that will likely air in the winter. So here it is. And of course, 3 years ago, they've been talking about this. ABC exploring dating reality show for seniors from the Bachelor producers. Here's the official page. They've got an Instagram account. Let's see if we can find it here. Golden Batch ABC. And they don't really have any content there yet. They haven't released a cast list. Let's go to Reality Steve and see what he thinks about this and see if he knows anything about the shooting schedule.
However, The Golden Bachelor is going to film in July. I heard it's a 3-week filming, and we don't know a lot of details other than it's basically The Bachelor.
Can it film in Boca Raton, Florida? Can we have shuffleboard? I'm not trying to have ageist stereotypes here. I just think a lot of group dates at a shuffleboard community would be a lot of fun.
By the same producers, except it's going to be older people. And they haven't even given us an age range. What I'm hearing behind the scenes is it's not like, I know a lot of people have clamored for, I'm sick of all these 20-year-olds. Can we get some 30 and 40-year-olds? I'm hearing this is 55 and older. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe The Bachelor is the guy they choose to be The Bachelor on this Golden Bachelor is going to be early 50s.
That's what's wild. If The Bachelor's early 50s, you could expect a 10-year age range. As we know, not trying to be all like the formulaic formulaic. But they always say your age range is half your age plus 7 as the low end of the range. So if you're Nick Viall and you're 42, half your age would be 21 plus 7 would be 28. That's the standard age range. I'm not saying you have to date in that age range. So if they theoretically find a 60-year-old bachelor, the lowest he could go is 37. That seems a little too much. My guess is this: they got a 55-year-old bachelor, and they have and then they have contestants in the age range of 48 to 60 or whatever the case may be.
I had heard it was 55 and over, but there's no confirmation of that. We don't know yet. They didn't release any details other than it's going to air after Dancing with the Stars on Monday nights.
And now 55 is, I mean, look, I was having this conversation last night with a comedian who's also my age. I'm 38. And the older you get, the less old the older generations feel. Like a 55-year-old doesn't even feel old to me anymore. That's like not even, I mean, maybe 20 years ago a 55-year-old looked old, but 50, have you seen a 55-year-old these days? I mean, they look spry and fresh. So, I mean, you could be still getting hot and heavy there. I mean, the fantasy suite, look, there ain't no time to waste. I say switch it up a little. Do fantasy suite night 1 and then work backwards. You know what I mean? Who's got the time?
So you're going to get Golden Bachelor on Monday nights and Bachelor in Paradise on Tuesday nights, which makes me think Golden Bachelor won't start probably until October because it can't air on that September 18th and September 25th due to NFL football. So it probably won't start till October. It's going to come on after Dancing with the Stars, so it's coming on at 10 Eastern, 10 Mountain Time, 10 Pacific, but it's only an hour show. It's not a 2-hour show.
I think he might, or yeah, okay, so it's Bachelor in Paradise that'll be 9 Eastern, but where is he getting this info? I believe he's got the right info. I just don't see it here about it starting at 10, which does seem a little late, but like I said, if they put together a show worth watching, people will talk about it and they will show up.
It's just 1 hour, and we don't know how many weeks it's running, but my guess is with a 3-week shoot, this is probably going to be no more than
8 episodes.
6 or 7 episodes. There's just this isn't going to be, while it's going to be in the same vein as The Bachelor, one man, a bunch of women. I'm sure they'll go on dates. I don't think this is going to be like, oh, episode 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to travel out of the country, and then we're going to go to hometowns, and then we're going to go to overnight dates. It'll be a toned down version of that, I'm sure, considering it's only a 3-week shoot. So get ready for that. If I hear anything during filming, of course, I'll pass it along. It's not my goal.
My biggest nightmare is that people are going to dig into the history of who's on the show. It's like, come on, we're talking, these are boomers, you know what I mean? Like, they tried their best. They lived through Vietnam, you know what I'm talking about? I just hope, there isn't any sort of fabricated drama that further exacerbates the hearts, not just the physical hearts, but the emotional hearts of these contestants. Let's root for them all, and let's. It could be the type of show that is so heartwarming. I mean, it's hard to build empathy with a bunch of 24-year-old good-looking people. It's like, woe is me, life is so tough. But the journey of somebody who's on the back end, the back nine of the golf course, if you will, the 7th inning stretch, if you'll have it, the 4th quarter drive. Just use a whole bunch of analogies I'm making up. The 3rd period of hockey. The after the intermission for all my theater nerds. The final countdown. But either way, I'm personally looking forward to it. Now, could that be because I never had grandparents because they passed away when I was young? Probably. If you're a grandparent out there, I'm willing to let you adopt me, but I will require Werther's Original or other likewise caramel treats sent my way. Okay, so let's just hear what else Reality Steve has to say.
To spoil the Golden Bachelor, if I hear anything, by all means, of course, I'll relay it to you. But I wouldn't expect an episode by episode breakdown of the Golden Bachelor. I'm just surprised it's actually getting done because we've heard about this for 3 years.
And we know, of course, the Writers Guild of America is striking, which means there's going to be a shortage in content. There's no writing of serial or scripted television right now. So this show has probably been in the back pocket of producers. My guess is they've wanted to make the show. They don't just get carte blanche where they can just make any show they want. It has to get bought and picked up by ABC, right? They have to license it or broadcast it, whatever the hell terms you want to use. So it's not like you can just say, I'm going to make the show and I'm going to do it. But 3 years in the making, as we saw during the pandemic, a lot of writing and things were shut down. Plus, we've had different writer strikes in the past. So everyone knows how valuable the unscripted TV can be. And I hate to say that as a proud card-carrying member of Screen Actors Guild, because it is kind of like shady and weakens the Writers Guild as a union when people will just jump to reality TV. But that's what's going on here, and it could make for a very popular show the end of 2023.
What have I always said when it came to this show? I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it, because we started seeing stuff about this show pre-pandemic. It was supposed to air the summer of 2020, and then obviously the pandemic halted everything, and they gave us Claire's season, and then that turned into Tayshia's season. Well, now we've got this show now happening, and then it was supposed to happen in 2021 and 2020. It just kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and I just assumed even if it did get made, I was like, when are they going to air this thing? Well,
and now they fit it in a kind of a perfect way. So now you've got 4 quarters in a year, and you basically have 4 shows. We're not doubling up on Bachelorette. One Bachelorette, a Bachelor in Paradise, and a Granddaddy Bachelor. Looks good to me. Let me know what you guys think. Will you be watching it? Should we be doing pre-show live streams and all that jazz? I'll tell you what. I'm going to be watching Vanderpump Rules tonight, and I will be live tomorrow morning on the Up and Adam YouTube channel. You know, I've been collaborating with them, trying to promote my podcast and get my voice out there into different markets. Really good stuff to do during barrel scraping season, as we don't have too much content to make. But I will have unique, exclusive content every afternoon on the podcast, original stuff. So please check it out if you haven't already. Yesterday was one of our biggest downloaded days. I don't know why. People keep checking it out. It's obviously filling a niche for the afternoon drive community. So I appreciate you guys out there. And that's bachelorrushhour.com. I'm going live right now on patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind the scenes bonus content. We'll see you there.